Welcome back, everybody, to the Land of Tales. I am Doobie, your game master, here with all of our fabulous players, our cheese boys, as you will. Everybody say, hi, cheese boys.
Hi,
Hello,
cheese
cheese
boys.
boys.
Mia,
Cheese
oh,
boys. Ah.
that was so beautiful. Mia, are you Trad or Ratman right now? I think you are Ratman still.
I'm Ratman,
Great.
invincible, undefeatable. That is definitely
Undefeatable. A fascinating way to start off this adventure today. We are here again, and for the third to last time. So, everybody, get ready to learn even more about this crazy story. Last time we were here, oh no, Bob got possessed inside the sheep and popped out to attack his friends. Didn't get a lot of attacking done before the shard was expelled from his neck, only to have Big Rad attacked as well. After fighting their friends, but being subdued and dispelled, our friends found Chess unconscious, not having become the fairy, but instead just sad and unconscious, and a little cat man. The fairy who had what was it called? Human chasm.
A
Charm.
chasm person.
Chasm person. Cast on them, and their chest imploded forever into a vast void of space. Disappeared from the playing field as they picked up Chess. And Chess said that she's very scared to go back to Mervai, as when you all saw a fairy, Chess saw her for what she really is, the Queen of Hearts, who, having actually seen Chess, presents a very dangerous problem for her to go back to Mervai on her own. But before we can head back to Mervai, we have arrived outside of the cave of the big wolves. How many big wolves? You'll find out. Also, at the end of last episode, we got a few little stories, a few little inklings from our fairies long lost. Ratman did not hear anything, but instead felt that cord connecting him to his patron tug a little bit more, not gone, but somewhere unreachable. The blue fairy, though muffled beneath layers and layers of magic, tried desperately to reach out to Pinocchio, saying, I'm trying, and then was able to say the queen, and that is all she was able to get out. But Bob's patron, the Queen of the Fortunate Isles, said to protect the cat, get to Mervai, and trust no one else. And also that there was someone in Mervai. Someone to do what? We're not sure. But here we are, outside of the... Pinocchio, do you have a question?
Yes.
What's up?
These fairy soundings happened during our travel, right?
Correct.
Did we share this with each other in canon yet, or did we not?
I don't believe that you did. It was this moment of like walking, things had kind of quieted down. So it was a long trek over here. So you all had these private moments, and they were very quick. So it's up to you. This like house of the big wolves is still a little bit out. So you have a little bit of time to share these things if you would like.
I thought Bob shared, but I could be fully making that up in my head. Do you remember, Bob?
I don't remember if I shared the most recent thing that the fairy said. I don't know if I had a chance
Okay.
before the end of the episode last week, but I shared the first thing that my
Oh,
fairy had
okay.
said, with the like beware the supernatural stillness, or.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm probably confusing that. Yeah.
Yes, I don't
But I
believe
think
anyone's.
Bob definitely would have, as soon as the opportunity presented itself. Just piped up and been like, I know we were trying to get in touch with our fairies, and I was finally able to hear from my patron, and she told me that I need to protect the cat, get to Mervai and not trust anyone else. And I tried to ask her because I was like, okay, well, we're going to see all of the wolves, right? So I like tried to ask her. I was like, okay, but what about like Big Bad Wolf? And she didn't know. She couldn't tell me whether or not I could trust him. So I'm, not that that means we shouldn't, but just it wasn't like a sure thing. Like no problem, he's on our side type thing. So just yeah. Has anyone else been able to hear from their fairies?
I heard from my fairy from the blue fairy for like a very short bit. It was like crackly. It's like she was going through a tunnel or something. Like it didn't come through all the way, but she said that she was really struggling. She sounded like she was in pain, and all I really heard was something about the queen. So like I think that we're on the right track trying to find the queen, but I'm also now really concerned that she might be in trouble, and I'm even more concerned that like we can't trust anybody, and we've been trying to do that for a while now, and we just keep trusting people because they're so trustworthy, and then so now we shouldn't trust anybody. We can trust each other though, right?
I think so.
Oh man, I really hope so. I mean,
We're the Cheese Boys.
I just got so confident that the Cheese Boys will always stick together, and then, all this stuff happened, and I was having some doubts, and then I got caught in a tree back there, and I think that my fairy godmother was trying to talk to me, but I got all wrapped up in the bushes, and I was feeling a little confused.
Well, the idea of not being able to trust each other, like, really bums me out, bros.
Yeah.
But like Bob was saying, we're the cheese boys, and like, I can only speak for myself, but I, for one, promise to, like, I don't know, only ever do my best to act in our best intentions, and by our, I mean all of us, not just me. I'll put my little fluffy paw in the middle to, like, hands in. Cheese
Bob's
boys?
hand in.
Little gloved hand in.
Is the glove attached to the body, or is it
Yes,
just
yeah,
the
no, the
big-
glove is
Okay.
on the hand.
Yeah, gotcha.
Chest jumps on top of all of your hands.
Yes, good.
Hello, I am a cheese boy.
You sure are, little dude.
You're in the
Ratman, are you in
portion.
here, bro? Oh, what, Pinocchio?
So Jess is in the interview portion of their application. Not in the
Don't worry, you're greenlit. It's fine. Ratman, you in?
Ratman's feeling just like kind of defeated, like just kind of depressed. Ratman's a little low. So Ratman just like looks over and looks at how Chess jumped up there and is like, Pinocchio, you trust this cat? I just want you to know, Pinocchio, I trust you so much, and I know that, we were both going through a hard time trying to talk to our fairies, and I'm so glad yours finally connected with you. I'm just feeling a little lost.
I feel that. I feel that, bro. I mean, I don't know if I would prefer to know that the blue fairy was in pain or to not have heard her at all, but I can totally get that having an absence is in a lot of ways worse. But I only asked the question because I wanted to have affirmation from everybody that we're all still in this. And we wouldn't be the Cheese Boys if you weren't a part of it. You're the one who started the whole thing.
You really put the cheese in the boys,
You're like the core of the cheese. Like every cheese starts with like a little core in the center, and then it grows out into its rind. And like you're like the gooey mozzarella that holds the cheese fries together, It's like you, does that make sense?
At that, Ratman's definitely getting emotional, and his eyes get really big, and he's trying to not like just weep, like he's trying to keep the tears just like hovering in his eyeballs, and he's like, and that triggers a sneeze, and he gets bored. Well, that was the nicest thing that anyone's ever said to me. And, I know that in my big form, I'm a 7 foot tall paladin, but I'm really just this tiny little rat. And, I've just never felt so loved and accepted. And I was really scared that I was gonna lose you guys. And he, crawls up Pinocchio's leg and hops onto the hand pile with Chess.
Oh, we are all the cheese boys. Chess
Cheese
is going to
boys
give
on-
Trad a hug.
Cheese boys on 3?
We
1, 2, 3.
cheese
Cheese
boys.
Boys.
Oh, you guys are just the best.
Mille fromage.
You all hear a really big like thunk a little bit further ahead.
Remember,
Okay, so does this? I just. So are we? We're trusting the wolves, right? We trust. Or should we be a little? Should we be a little cautious? Because I know Vlad had some good intentions. Sad had some good intentions, but he had some. You know. What should we do with this whole "don't trust anyone else" thing?
Mm.
yeah, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that, Rad, because, like, I know you haven't seen your family in a while, and I know you're worried about Big Rad and Big Bad, excuse me. Um, I think that we should be extremely cautious. I don't know, like, if we should play it off like we're not being extremely cautious, but I don't know, like, I don't want to smash your flowers or not, like, do up your whole fun time seeing your family again, but I just feel like maybe we should be a little reserved.
Well, so here's the deal, Pinocchio. I hear that, and I don't think you're wrong, but I will say, reserve, like, the big the big wolf family, we don't really do reserved super well. Most of us, sometimes Sad can be kind of reserved, but I mean, you met him, and honestly, he's very flamboyantly reserved, I'd say at best. So we can totally try. I think if we're trying to keep stuff to ourselves, our best case scenario is to just not try to hide it, really. Kind of like toe that line of like, if you ask me a direct question, I'll tell you as much as I can honestly tell you without giving my spoilers, but I'm not gonna lie about the fact that there's spoilers, because like we're wolves, we can smell fear, and where there's lies, there's fear. Let me tell you what. Whew, I learned that lesson the hard way. So I'm just saying, if we try to just outright be like, everything is fine and chill, they'll know. Like immediately. And it's not fun when you try to keep a secret from the whole family, because then they'll find out. So you gotta just be upfront. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we should
Does
play
that
it.
stop?
We should play it as honestly as we can, and
Yeah.
we just have to promise each other to not separate under any circumstances. We've done this so many times now. I think that's the one takeaway we have, is that the two boys need to stay together, and if any wolf goes off on their own, we gotta bite their scruff and check their neck or whatever it is y'all do. I just think it's very important.
That's a really good lesson, Pinocchio. I'm gonna write that one down. Okay.
Yeah,
I
but
think that way that we can remember next time.
what did he say, Bob? Bite their scruff and what? You get that? I'm like trying to read over Bob's shoulders.
Check. I wrote down check for the gem. Bite their scruff and check for a gem.
Gotta check your neck. You gotta
Check
protect
the
your
neck.
Check
you
the
know what I
neck.
mean?
Check
Bite
the
the
neck.
scruff, check the neck. Yeah.
Bite
Like
the
that
scruff.
song
Yeah.
the
Check
bard
the
does.
neck.
Protect your neck. Whatever that one is, I can't remember.
Another big thunk and a ah!
Okay.
You-
Guys, does anybody else hear that noise that's getting louder?
Yeah, I do. Does this, the player, have a theory? Does Rad, the character, think he knows who this is? tight. That's my bro. And I'm just gonna huff and puff and give a big ol' wolf family ow. Ooh.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'm still really hurt, guys. I just remembered that.
I have a brother for that. What'd you say, Pinocchio?
I'm kind of hurt emotionally. Not emotionally very wounded right now.
Dude, do we need to check in? Are you good?
No, you've already called the dinner bell. We're good.
That's
You
true.
Let's go.
you let out an enormous howl, and immediately you hear back, "Oh, oh!" from all over, and hordes of wolves thunder over. You guys are all surrounded by approximately 15 wolves. You see all, like, one enormous wolf, fully jacked, one with, like, huge, like, thighs, just enormously jacked. One guy's got like a lawnmower. You'll see later. One guy's got like a portable lawnmower over his shoulder. There's a small little wolf who's like has to like move in between. And they all look at you. It gets eerily silent. Just like a pack of wolves like all around you. Look at you. Look at Big Rad. There's a pause.
I'm holding chess.
You're holding chess.
Good. I was about to grab him if he was not being held. I'm gonna hold both of you.
I'm holding.
Like-
I'm holding. Trad.
I'm
Okay,
waking.
I've got Bob and Chess under one arm, Pinocchio and Trad under the other arm, but I'm still trying to be wolf, do wolf physicality and like get down and do the little like the dog like.
I do need everyone to make a strength saving throw.
Oh no! Oh no! This dog pile? Are we about to get dog piled?
Oh God.
Everybody make your strength save.
I'm so
That's
happy.
terrified.
Natural 20, which makes it an 18.
Yo.
I got a 19, which makes it an 18.
We're really strong here, physically strong.
Well,
Okay. Well, so Ratman might have done a little better, but Drad's hanging in there. That's gonna be a solid 8. Wait, hold on. Strength saving. No, that's gonna be a 7.
Oh no.
We
do
all
all
have
y'all
minuses.
have minus to your strengths?
I do.
Guys.
We have one strong guy here, and that's usually all we need.
Well,
But-
one
And
a
that's the
half.
guy who has a +8 and still only got a 13.
So the DC was a 22.
Great.
Everyone is not. I'll say Pinocchio, like, just, well, so, okay, I'm sorry. Big Rad, because Big Rad is holding everybody, I for the folks at home, here's my struggle currently. I love to honor natural 20s, right? Natural 20s are the best roll you can get, and so in my heart, I'm like, I have to honor this. Logistics-wise, you're being held by Big Red. Pinocchio, do you have a way for this?
I have a proposition. You can totally shoot it down. So, you know those like meme videos of like cats being like lick attacked by Labradors? And like they're not like standing up by their own strength. They're standing up by being like mosh pitted by all of the Labrador heads. So like I figure like that could be a way to resolve this of just like Pinocchio holding Trad as close as possible and like getting knocked over like constantly by all of these wolf heads.
Absolutely, that is what's happening. You're standing upright somehow as all of these wolves go, Big Red, and dunk, 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 everybody on top. They're.
Don't show fear! Don't show fear! That's the one rule!
You are all like collateral damage in these wolves just like trying to hug Big Red. Big Red, I want you to go ahead and give me a history check with advantage.
You got it.
Big history buff.
Big history buff.
Yeah, what's the rhyme for that, brother?
The history one? Big.
Mm.
18?
Great. I'm not going to answer that question. Yes.
Uh, uh, uh.
Because I can't do it. 18.
Oh, that is.
Big Red, you have had all of your brothers pile on top of you before. It's a fun time. You get into a big wrestling match. You have a great time. The pile is lighter
Oh,
right now, and it's not just because Big Bad is not here. You're like, there's just like not as many wolves as there usually are.
Okay.
But you all get like dogpiled for a little bit. They were like rolling around with you. Bob, are you still like clinging to Chess? Cool. They're like trying to like sniff at Chess, and Chess is like crawls inside of your robe and is like, oh no 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 no, do not touch me, you silly wolves, and goes invisible except for his smile one more time.
Yes.
But
I'll yell from the bottom of the dog pile, don't hurt the cat or the rat!
I'm not afraid.
What?
I'm very brave. I'm very brave. I'm very brave.
Pinocchio, you're holding on to Trad. Incredible. Bob.
Pinocchio's going, you're very brave, you're very brave.
Sooner or later, the dog pile like chills out, and everyone's just kind of like falling on top of each other, like licking behind
Doing
each
the, like-
other's ears, like just like Big Red. It's been so long. And finally, you hear someone go, all right, that's enough. And you see one big wolf stands up. He's got like a little belly on him. He's not as like lean and fit as the other ones. He's like, that's enough. Brad, Chad, get over here. And you see like two of like little skinny teenage looking wolves like bound over. And he goes up, helps you guys stand up, and puts out his hand and goes his like paw. He's like, hello, I'm Big Dad Wolf. Welcome. Big Red, you're not going to introduce us to your friends?
I'm fully like trying to dig out from underneath a pile of wolves. Sup, Big Dad? These are my buds.
He goes over and goes, that's enough, and picks you like full up out of the pile. Gives you just the biggest dad hug. Your like nephews jump on your shoulders. So Big Red, you're back.
I'm play biting everybody, just play biting and doing the thing the dogs do, and they're like when they like sneeze to let you know it's play. It's not a real bite. Oh, okay. So, bros, I missed you so much. I'm a little teary. Okay, bros, dudes, my guys, you gotta meet the new bros. These are the cheese boys, bros. That one's Bob. He's sick as heck, and he used to be a sheep, which is like wild that he's BFFs with a wolf now. I love him. He's so cool. He's got a sheep. We'll talk about it later. Anyway, so there's that one's Bob. The little guy right there, that's Trad Cheddar. Sometimes he's a big guy named Ratman. You'll probably meet him too. Don't worry about it. We'll get there when we get there. That dope little former marionette friend is the twitchy one. Yeah, the eye twitch one. That one's Pinocchio's. His hands come off sometimes. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Also, the lump inside of Bob's shirt that's kind of like running around and had a smile for a minute. That one's Chess. He's the new guy. He's a cat. If you eat him, I'll eat you. And that's a promise.
Chess pops his head out and goes, hello, do not eat me, please. Big Dad is like, we're not eating anybody. That's not what we're here for.
Better not. You know what? Honestly, bros, I gotta be straight with everybody right now. Get a moment of seriousness out of the way. A lot of stuff's going down. we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Before we get into it, I'm gonna need us, by us, I mean you guys, to give me the Wolf family handshake of swearingness to promise that you won't hurt any of these buds, no matter what.
You
Can you
see,
agree to my terms?
you see all the wolves get up, line up behind Big Dad, and they one at a time go up and knock their nose against yours. They're like, "We will not eat any of your friends." This happens like 12 times. There's so many wolves.
Thanks, bros. That really means a lot to me. Okay, I promised the cheese boys that we'd go get some of the cheese in the cheese cave. Uh, let's go get some snacks, dudes.
You see Big Dad goes, "All right, everybody, let's go. Twins, Big Hard, go get things out of the cheese caves. Go get, they're gonna meet us in the big portion of the house. And starts like delegating different tasks, like going to get different snacks, all over the place. And Big Dad and your nephews, Brad and Chad, start leading you over to, there's a lot of different spaces in this enormous, like almost city that y'all have built, but it is all interconnected, very camouflaged, and leads you into one of the bigger rooms with like, everybody here is a wolf, nobody's sitting on chairs, but like huge, like big piles of like stuffed cushions all over the place, and different wolves are coming in and like dropping off snacks in the middle of this huge picnic blanket. And Big Dad's like, "All right, everybody, sit down, come eat your snacks." You see, Big Brad Wolf jumps up on you and is like on your shoulders and is like, hey, Big Rad, so what did you like do up there? And Chad comes up under your arm and is like, hey, did you find Big Bad Wolf?
Well, I'm gonna give whoever's noogies. There's noogies everywhere. Yo. I didn't find Big Bad. I actually was kind of hoping you guys would have a little more information about that. We should eat first, but we should talk about that real soon because
You see that Big Dad Wolf looks at you and is like, Big Dad is one of the oldest brothers, so y'all have known each other forever and ever, and you know this look that Big Dad is giving you across is like, not in front of the kids. Let's talk about Big Bad after they're gone.
But first,
and you all wrestle. Big Dad looks over at you guys and is like, "All right, so welcome to the House of the Big Wolves. It's a little crazy over here, but it's so nice to meet Big Rad's friends. Who the heck are you?"
It's so nice to meet you, sir. My name is Trad Cheddar.
Yeah.
And Rad told me that you all have a cheese portion of your cave, which I'm very excited to see, as I myself am a certified cheese enthusiast. And I have prepared this small, this very humble selection of my reserve cheeses, if you'll accept it as a token of gratitude for accepting us into your home.
This huge wolf leans down to this tiny charcuterie board and is like, "That's so nice. Thank you so much. I'm really sorry. I know that Big Rad tried to introduce us. There was a lot going on there. So you're Trad, and so Bob, right? And Pinocchio, the famous Pinocchio. Wow.
he signs autographs.
That's you don't have to do that here. Thank you. Big Rat has always been one of the most charismatic of us. But welcome. Trad, if you want, Brad and Chad could take you down to the cheese caves.
Yes, so well, if that's really what Trad passes out.
Trad is really tired from our adventures. I think we all will go see the cheese cave together later.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, so you guys all look a little, forgive me, I don't know what your usual state is, but you all look a little, beat up. Is that not nice to say?
Yeah. No, that's fine. These dudes really need some help.
All right, well,
Trad
why...
still has 8 hit points.
Wow, that's not a lot. All right, well, why don't you all take some rest? Do you want, like, you can curl up here. I'll make sure that our wolves don't bother you. You could crash in Big Rad's room if you want. We never touched it, Big Rad. We left your room just as it was.
I know you didn't. Thanks, bro.
Absolutely. So let's get you all set up with somewhere to rest, and maybe we can catch up tomorrow in the morning when, you know, there's a little more time and you all don't look like you just went through 10 rounds, you know?
Big Dad, you're just the best. All right, everybody follow me. I'll show you where the towels are, where the sheets are. We can all have a sleepover and yo, we should make a pillow fort in the main den. I'm gonna lock eyes with like all the kids, all the like Brad and Chad, and like all the whoever would be at the kids' table at family holiday. And like
You see all the kids are like, and they look at you, cool uncle, and then they look up at Dad, and they're like, Dad, if we promise to clean it up, can we? And you see a Big Dad Wolf is like, all right, and starts like bringing things over. You see there's like a tall, thin wolf standing on two, like his hind legs in the corner, smoking a tobacco pipe, and goes, ugh, ghastly.
Bro.
Just ridiculous, Big Red. I can't believe you brought these people here to our den.
Putting my arms around him, giving him a big, messy little hug. So good to see you, bro. I know this. I know you're stoked to meet my bros, my cheese bros. Not my bros. You're my bros. I need a nap, bro. What you been up to? Could I have a hit of that little pipe? That's so old-fashioned.
Wherever you have been, out into the wild woods, do not need to come here near my thing. I'm not going to share with you, Big Rad. Must we do this every time?
I have his pipe halfway to my mouth.
He grabs it.
You rascal.
Big Rad, that is quite enough. And you hear Big Dad Wolf be like, that's enough, you two. Big Cad, get out of here. Go to your room. And the Big Cad Wolf goes, ugh, and walks away into his room.
I missed you too, bro.
I suppose it's nice to have you back. Door slams.
Did you find your pocket watch yet, nerd?
You hear the door open again. He goes, and all accent drops. I know you took it.
I certainly did take it. I have it. It's in my room.
I'm gonna look at your room the next time you leave.
No, you're not, because you know what'll happen, bro.
Big Dad's like, stop it. Close the door, Big Cad. No one needs to hear this. And you slam. And he looks at you and he's like,
him.
Why do you have to do that? Why do I have to do that to him every time?
That's how he shows love, and I feel like sometimes I'm the only one who gets that, but, whatever. I'm not here to pick fights. I'm here to see my bros.
Well,
how have you been? What's going on? What's the latest and greatest? I gotta say, are the little ones off building, like, are they
they are building the fort, so you can, I think you can all probably, like, Big Dad Wolf is getting you, like, actual comfort things to sleep on and, like, some softer changes of clothes. So you're kind of all in a little corner by one of the linen closets. And he leans in and is like, Man, I'm glad you made it back. That's some stuff's been happening out there. What?
Yeah, bro. What's the deal with where's Bad at? And also, I don't know, bro, that the welcome home dog pile was honestly did my heart a lot of good, bro, but man, it felt kind of light on the dogs, you know? Are we missing a couple?
Yeah.
Or several? Who else we missing?
Um, he like looks around, make sure the kids are like really not listening. He's like, uh, so Big Bad, went
Yeah.
to meet, was off on his regular adventures, and then was supposed to meet up with the fairy godmother here.
Yeah, to talk
Um,
about a little red or something.
yeah. Little Red's been unhinged, lost her mind. But
That's in character.
yeah, living alone in the woods will do that to you. Uh, but yeah. So Bad is can't find him. Can't find any traces of the fairy godmother either. They were supposed to meet just down the way a little bit, down near the lake.
Yeah, okay.
Where
And
we have all been there a million times.
I
Not
mean, it's
in
like
yeah,
I could throw a rock to the lake from here.
it's right there. We can't get in touch with Lad, but Big Lad Wolf, he's always off doing something. He's never good at communicating. He likes his little home down there, and
Talking about living alone in the woods.
we can't find Zand is gone, but Zand's looks at you all and is like, Zand's adopted, and sometimes he likes to say he's going back to his home planet. Well, none of us know where that is, or if it's
Nope.
regular. But one day he showed up here, little pup, and we were like, you know what? You're with us. And
Yeah.
he said, call me Zand, and we did. And he's one of us, but he heads off doing his own thing sometimes.
Does he use the wolf name like y'all, or like is he the big Zand wolf, or is he just Zand?
He's the big Zand Wolf, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's got
I
the
just wa-
family name.
well, I just wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure because you were if it was like a Prince situation or like a Beyonce situation, where it's like one name titles.
Or
Incredible.
like Madonna, Cher, Yeah.
The
Yeah.
wolf formerly known as Zand.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a great question. Don't suggest that to him. That will go straight to his head and he'll be Zand. I'm only Zand. Don't call me anything but just Zand forever.
He's like,
Gotcha.
we're also missing Fad, Grad, and Zad.
And Zad?
And Zad, yeah, we're down like a few.
I thought Grad was he not headed out because of that new job he got after graduation? Didn't he get that teaching position or something?
Well, that's what we thought too, right? But then
Yeah.
he's not talking to anybody. He's not responding to any messages, and
He's
that's
out of
not
character.
that's not like him.
No.
Before he
Glad,
graduated, he was our big Glad Wolf.
I know, bro. Always glad to talk to you.
Always glad. I'm not sure. Fad, it goes with the times.
Goes with the
He's
times, yeah.
everybody else is disappearing. Big Fad's got to disappear too.
It does track.
Ah,
But Big
That
Zad
does
Wolf
track
doesn't
for him.
ever leave, right? He's just here.
Did you say sad or Zad?
Zad. I mean, Sad's not here either, but Sad said he went to go visit Vlad, right?
He's accounted for, but Vlad is not, unless Vlad's back here.
Why would
So we
Vlad
went
leave his castle?
I don't know, bro. We went to see Vlad. We saw Vlad. Him and, well, so Trad is also, he's little tiny Trad, but he's also big Ratman. I think he and Ratman might be dating or something. I don't know. There were vibes. But, It turns out Vlad wasn't Vlad. Vlad was actually Sad, pretending to be Vlad, because Sad went to see Vlad and Vlad wasn't there. So we don't know where Vlad's at, I guess. Wait, okay, what? We're missing Cad? No, we've got Cad. He just went that way.
We're missing
Uh,
Bad, Lad, Zand, Fad, Grad, Zad, and Vlad. Right?
that's 7 bros, bro.
I know.
Dude, that's bad. Bad.
Bad. But we're trying not to talk about it with the kids, who's getting them really upset. But
Keep 'em in the dark.
we're pretty nomadic, right? We come through and people are always moving. So maybe it's just something, but you feel something up in the forest?
Something's for sure up in the forest, and it's funny that you mentioned the fairy, because I mean, we don't got fairies, but these guys got fairies, and all of them, they've been getting, I don't know, you guys could explain it better, but basically, there's weird stuff happening with their fairies, and Bob got a weird message about the cat, and something's for sure going on, and it's not like most of those bros to not be in touch, What was the thing, Bob? Your fairy was like, oh, keep it secret, keep it safe. What'd she say?
Yeah. Well, the the like main worry that the thing that I got from my patron actually a little while ago was she was warning me to beware the supernatural stillness, which we actually came across a little bit of that kind of near y'all. Has that fairy circle been that giant 3 mile wide fairy circle been right over there near y'all this whole time? Has that always been here?
No. What? A fairy circle?
Yeah, it was over. It was over by the woods right beyond where we used to have the fort, and then Dad would be like, "Don't go over there, kids."
Right.
It was over there. Yeah,
Oh. You
yeah.
Sorry, you went in a fairy circle? Big rat.
Not on purpose, bro.
So there are fairy circles cropping up. We're missing 7 wolves. And then, is anybody else missing? The fairy
fairies.
godmother is missing, right? She was supposed to be
Bunch of fairies.
Yeah. Yeah, and my patron said that she might not be able to get in touch with me again, for a while.
I would love everybody to make me a history or religion check.
Doobie, do you want me to do that too, as Trad is still passed out?
Hey, if Trad is passed out, Trad's passed out. He doesn't need to know this.
We'll fill them in later.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for myself to see if Trad has stirred at all.
You got it.
That's a 16 for Pinocchio.
You said history or what?
Religion.
Lovely. I'm gonna
I
do
got it.
history.
What you got, Bob?
Yeah. 23.
23, 16. Big Rad, what'd you get?
8.
Great. You don't know what's up. Trad, you still unconscious?
Yeah, I rolled for myself, and I was like, if I roll below a 15, I have not stirred, and I rolled an 11.
Great. Unconscious Trad. Pinocchio.
Can Chess roll one?
Yeah, Chess can roll something. Chess will roll.
He's so cute.
Chess rolled a natural 17. I think Pinocchio, I think you're starting to be like fairies and wolves. Like, what's the only things that you've seen gone missing are fairies and wolves, and that's just like a little weird. Bob, I think you start putting the pieces together that wolves and fairies tend to exist in more than one story. They're not usually tied to any one story. And I think Chess probably pipes in with that too. Is like, wolves and fairies. They are some of the only creatures who uh, aren't like exclusive, right? Like Pinocchio is in Pinocchio, and probably nothing else, right? That is your story.
My
Bob, do you
manager
exist?
hasn't gotten back to me about new gigs, so
Well, they should really get on that. You are very talented.
I think it's because you're not signing enough autographs, bro. Just a thought. Anyway,
I think that you could be signing less autographs because then they triple in value. Um, uh, Bob, do you exist in any other stories?
No?
Huh. You see, Big Dad looks at you all and is like, okay, so we're missing wolves and fairies, and not just in the forest, right? Or is it just everybody's gone missing in the forest?
well, in the fairy circle, at least, there was just chess and no bugs or
Yeah, it was
squirrels or
super still and
chipmunks.
quiet. There was nothing else living there. But
Yeah,
Tinkerbell was a part of a fairy, right? And we lost her in Harsha.
that's true. It's a good point.
Oh, all right. So,
When did all the bros start going missing? Did they? What's the timeline?
they've all been missing for a few weeks. Big Bad's been missing for a few weeks, and then I I don't even know about Vlad. If But I know Sad went out there like 3 weeks ago, just about. Um, Zad was the last one to go missing, and that was 4 days ago. He went down to the waterfall. He likes to go there with his buds. But you know, you're saying this stuff about the stillness. I think the thing that's been weird here is that it's been getting quieter.
It's been getting what?
It's been getting quieter.
Quieter. Oh, that's not good, bro.
And I think as he says that, you all can, there's a lot of like fort building and stuff, but on your walk over here, you didn't like hear a lot of skittering of creatures. You didn't hear like a lot of the wind was moving branches and stuff, which was not happening in the fairy circle. But you didn't come across any little creatures. You didn't like see any bugs or squirrels climbing trees.
None at all.
I I'm not sure that anybody was like actively paying attention for them. Um,
Can I roll to see if I was?
sure. Yeah, make it a perception check
Or history?
or history, whichever works.
just for posterity's sake, can I roll a vibe check on Big Dad?
Yeah, absolutely.
17.
17. You didn't see any.
That is a dirty 20.
Big Dad looks like genuinely concerned for, when he's talking about the wolves, he looks genuinely concerned. He keeps looking over at the kids building the fort with this, dad level of like, oh, I gotta keep a closer eye on these kids if something weird's happening. Like, and also that kind of resigned, like, oh, I gotta tell the kids they can't go to recess today. Like, we gotta keep a little bit closer. This sort of like resigned exhaustion that is about to overtake him. But he looks at you all and is like, all right. You're all here now, and that's good. This is safe. This is a safe place. We got those wards up all over the place. And I think, Bob, with that perception check, you also saw like regular like druidic wards around the whole encampment. Yeah, Pinocchio, what's up?
I don't want to be. Pinocchio's hand is just kind of like compulsively like going all over the place. He can't. This is beyond his control at this point. I don't mean to be disturbing to you or anything like that, but I you're not the first person who's implemented wards to try to protect their homelands. We saw that Peter and Peter Pan. I don't know if you know of Peter Pan. He also was using wards, and then the wards like stopped working, and then when they stopped working, he kind of a thing happened that we still have to talk about. And then also the witches, the two witches, the witches, the good witch and the bad witch. I mean, bad's probably pejorative, but she's a cool witch. She's the one who wears black. They thought that they had some wards going on and that the wards were all cool, and then like they also didn't end up working all that well. So I don't know if you should be feeling super secure having wards up around your home. I don't mean to disturb you, but I feel like you should be well warned.
Uh, thank you. Never, thank you so much for pointing that out because I'm not messing around with my family here. You hear him yell out, a big howl. Oh! Everybody to the living room. We're having a slumber party, everybody. Let's go. And all the wolves come in. He's like, we're all gonna be here in this living room. You four feel free to go ahead and crash in Big Rad's Wolf if you feel like you can take care of yourselves. But we're all gonna be here because I can at least keep the wards going here in this room. The whole house is a little trickier, but here I can keep an eye on everybody. So,
Yep, bro.
And then in the morning, maybe all of us can have some breakfast and chat somewhere a little quieter that doesn't have, a million wolves.
Is there anything we can do to like help keep the house safe, help keep the little ones wrangled,
Let's all go together tomorrow to I'll send Big Cad out with the boys and they can all, make sure that they're staying within the perimeters, but burn some energy out. And if y'all want to help me, we can go through the house and set up, make sure everything's good.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Can
I, unless Pinocchio, you were about to say a thing.
Can I ask
I
one
want to
question?
oh yeah, go for it.
When Pinocchio's hand was moving, which hand was Trad passed out in?
Oh, that's the great thing. Both hands are still on Trad. I'm just holding you to my chest like a little baby. It's the glove. The glove had slipped off
incredible.
as he was trying to get Big Dad's attention. The glove just sort of came off his hand and he gripped Trad, and then the glove is doing all of this nonsense.
Incredible.
We can't control our ticks, man. They just happen.
That is true.
Speaking of ticks, tick check, and I'm gonna go into tick check protocol, which is something that all the wolves know to do because we live in the woods. And I'm gonna just look over him head to toe, starting with the neck. I'm checking for that pert.
Great. You're checking on all the wolves.
Starting with Big Bad.
Big Dad?
Yeah. I want to start with Big Dad. And then,
Cool.
yes, but I have follow-up questions for Dad before I check others.
Big Dad lets you check. There's nothing there. He's super helpful about it. He's like, what? Is it on me? What is it?
Ah, dude, y'all's tick prevention game is strong. Okay, here's the thing. And I'll fill them in. There's this purple thing that keeps getting stuck in people's necks. It looks nothing like a tick. I just had to say that because it's what came out of my mouth. But yeah, so that it turns you nuts, bro. I had one in my neck, so did Bob for a second, and it was scary. We were attacking our bros, man. It's not good. So did Sad have one in his neck? I don't remember. He did, didn't he? When Sad was pretending to be Vlad back at the castle, and we were looking for Vlad and Bad, but just found Sad. He had one in his neck, and it made him real nasty and mean. So whatever is going on out there, It's purple and it's bad and it can make you mean when you don't want to be mean to people you don't want to be mean to. So, maybe we just, do a quick family tick check. Help us out, Dad.
Uh, Dad goes, "We're gonna do a family tick check. Can I please see all of your necks?"
Oh, yeah, for sure.
He looks you all over, looks at Chess. Chess is like, "Get your paws off of me." Uh, and Big Dad's like, "All right, little guy, I'm just trying to look." And eventually he like, uh,
We're not known to be great with cats. Sorry, Jess.
I don't trust him either. It's fine.
and Big Dad goes, "All right, family tick check. Let's go. Everybody line up." And he.
They're really bad around the neck this year. They're especially dangerous if they get you in the neck. It has to do with your veins and which one's the big one and stuff. So pay extra attention to the necks.
One wolf who is just doing squats in the corner over and over again is like, "Whoa. All right, I guess ticks are really attracted to necks now." And
This is looking extra thick, bro.
bro, man, I've missed you. Picks you up, huge bear hug.
What are you benching these days, bro?
Oh, benching? I can bench a cool 500.
500, bro. That's insane. Bench me right now. I immediately become a plank.
Starts squatting with
Whoa.
you, like. Big Dad starts checking through everybody. Does anybody who has seen these before want to help him?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Double advantage.
He no double advantage, but regular
Double, triple
advantage.
Triple advantage?
Ooh, a nat 1 and a nat 19. Nat 19, he's combs through. Everyone here is clean. Nobody has a bit of purple on them. He like, you guys are all right up next to him. If you want to be, he is like pushing fur aside and like checking. He does like the dog thing of like, you know, making sure to get in there. But everybody here is clear, and he's like, all right, family story time. Everybody in a circle. Who's got a good story for us today?
Pinocchio. And he signs autographs.
You see like a skinny, wolf is walking a little funny as he walks up to you, and plops right next to you and like itches and wiggles. He's like, "I'm sorry, I got a wedgie."
I know you do, lad. You always do.
I always do. Pinocchio, are you the real Pinocchio?
Yes, I'm the real Pinocchio.
Wow. It's just so nice to meet you. Will you tell us about your story?
I can tell you about my story. Many chapters within, I'm sure. Once you learn to read, you can, or can you read? I'm sure you can read. When you read, you can read the whole thing, but I'll tell you a portion that's about not wolves, but a dog. Is that gonna play well with this audience? Am I reading the room right?
You see all the wolves are like, dogs, dogs, dogs.
Okay, so there was this time that I was in school. Stay in school. School's cool. Make sure you study. It's really dope. You should do it. Absolutely go for those A's. When I was in school, And I was trying really hard because I was trying to be a good boy. But then all the other kids, they didn't like that I was trying really hard. And they tried to convince me to not be in school. And so they tricked me to go out to the beach. And then they were like, "Ooh, you're so good at school. We don't like you. We're going to take your books and throw rocks at you and beat you up." And I was like, "You're not going to do that." And so then I ended up like hitting one of them really hard because, like you got to defend yourself when you're in a situation like that. But then they knocked over and then we all got really scared. So they called the sheriff and the sheriff came over and he was like, "You're in trouble. You've probably killed this kid." And I was like, "There's no way. I'm just a little weak Pinocchio person. I can't do that." But he was like, "Look at him. He's like passed out." And I was like, "I don't want to look at him. How about you look over your shoulder?" And he was like, "What?" And then I was like running away as fast as I could. And then they were chasing me and chasing me. And they set their dog on me, which like, I think it's wrong to conscript animals into like public service like that without asking their consent. I think that that's really messed up. But anyway, this dog, super fast, super cool, wore some aviators, was like really buffed out and stuff, and he was just like really good at what he did. And so he was chasing me, and I was like, "I gotta get away from this dog." And he was like, "I don't know how I'm gonna get away from this dog." So I dove into the ocean and I started swimming. And then the dog was like, "Oh my God, I can't go into the ocean because he's swimming." And I was like, "Well, I'm not swimming away." And then they picked me up in a net. And then they came, this fisherman took me in a net. And you guys have heard this part of the story before. He takes me in a net and he pulls me into his cave and he's like, "Arr, I'm gonna go." Sorry, let me do the voice right. "Arr, I'm gonna eat you because I'm a terrible fisherman. Arr." And I was
Whoa.
like, "You better not do that because I'm made of wood." And this was back when I was still made of wood. And he buttered me up and he put me in with flour and was about to throw me in the pan. And then the dog showed up. And the dog was like, "Arr, I'm gonna stop you from eating that fisher. I'm gonna stop you. I'm not a storyteller. I'm a wisdom-based cleric. I don't have very good charisma." And then he was like, I'm gonna end up getting in your way." And so then he like took me in his little jowls and he was very soft and he ran away with me and then I was safe forever. And that's the end of that chapter of the story of a Pinocchio.
Wow. All of they clap their little paws on the ground to give you some applause. And you see Big Wad Wolf is like, "Wow, that, wow, Pinocchio, you're so cool." Okay, thank you so much for telling us that. I think you're a very good storyteller, actually. Wow, that was just something. Could you believe Pinocchio really told us a story?
Yeah, he's got a lot more where that came from.
Wow. Oh wow, this is just great. You see Big Dad Wolf is like, "All right, good one, Pinocchio. Yeah, we love that." He is circling the room and just like carving these wards so deep into the floorboards. In that way that like parents do while they're trying to like distract the kids and like, "Wow, that was a great story, Pinocchio. We got any other stories? Any other crazy stories out there?" And like keeps digging through.
Right, those times when your parents like dig ritualistic runes into the floors and walls.
Did that not
That's how
happen to you?
parents do that.
Super relatable.
It's incredibly relatable. Somewhere my parents are like, "Yeah, we did that."
Yeah, we do that.
How else will you keep the children safe?
How else will you keep the children safe? So there is some story time. Big Dad, unless anybody wants to share more stories, Big Dad is starting to get like tucking kids in and like getting everybody set up comfy wise.
Could we get one story from Chess?
Jess goes, "Bob, would it be okay if I sat up on your head in order to be seen by all of these little, or these big wolves?"
Absolutely. In fact, I think I can do you one better. If you don't mind, lovely DM Doobie, maybe I can use one of the abilities that I got when we leveled up, even though I haven't technically rested yet.
Absolutely.
And Bob is going to, yep.
I'm a professional.
We are professionals.
I'm still at level 5. What is happening?
It's okay.
we haven't rested yet. We're at 6.
We're at 6.
We're at 6.
We're at 6. It's not 9. All right, Bob, what do you want to do?
Bob is going to activate his new level 6 elemental power and float about 30, maybe not 30, but like float a little bit up into the air using his fly speed. And hold Chess up so that on top so that everybody can see, floating a little bit up in the air.
Incredible. Chess rises up with you and goes, "Oh, this is taller than I thought. Okay, all right. Yes, here I am, a little cat.
I can fly now, Chess.
That's so sick.
Chess like puts a little paw on your head and goes, thank you, Bab. All right. Hello, big wolves. I am, first of all, very appreciative that you have not eaten me yet. Thank you so much. Alrighty, a little story from Chess. What sort of story? Do you want a scary story or do you want a funny story? Yeah, all the wolves are like, scary story. And Chess is like, alrighty, I have warned you. In a far-off place named Merveille, where I am from, we have many terrifying creatures. We have the indomitable March Hare. And he like giggles to himself. The March Hare is his best friend. And we have the fearsome Dormouse. He grows to 12 times his size and can stomp upon little wolves who are out of their beds past bedtime. And we have, of course, the Jabberwocky. The Jabberwocky is one of our scariest creatures, and he belongs to the Queen of Hearts! All the wolves take your cue because they're like, this is supposed to be scary. And then you go like that, and they all go, ah! And Chess goes, yes, that is the correct way to respond to that. She is very scary. But more importantly, the Jabberwocky is very scary. And he flies down from his little cave in the mountains and he munches upon little bad wolves and big bad wolves and other sorts of big wolves. The end. Chess does like a little bow and a little flip in Bob's hands. Thank you, thank you. Big Dad is like, all right. That was a story. That was a story, Chess. Thank you.
That one really got Trad. It made Trad come to just barely, but Trad looks up at Pinocchio and goes, "Oh, I didn't realize that Chess was such a good storyteller. That Jabberwocky really sounds. I mean, do you think we'll get a chance to meet him?"
Oh, I really hope not. I would avoid that at all costs.
I hope he Jabberwockies away if we ever come across him.
Oh, ha, ha, that is so funny. And all the wolves are like, ah!
I've never done this well at story time. The bards usually laugh me out of the rooms.
You see a big quad wolf who is still doing squats in the corner is like, I'll beat up any of those guys. Don't be messing with my bro Pinocchio. You see the twins are like, yeah, don't mess with Pinocchio. And then everyone's like, don't mess with Pinocchio. And Big Dad is like, that is enough. It is bedtime.
Somebody just turns on like an EDM beat and just starts like, we're mixing it up. We're mixing it up.
He's like trying not to cry. He's like so overwhelmed, like sensorily by this moment. It's just like, okay, I'm done with the attention I don't want. We're good.
Oh, yes.
It's okay, Pinocchio. We're gonna go to bed real soon. But look at how happy everybody is all together. Now we got to have story time all together. Well, I feel a little dizzy. Trad's not doing well.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, y'all still haven't been healed.
No. Big Dad goes up and turns off your boombox and says, thank you so much, Big Red. It's bedtime, everybody. And he puts on some, like, he switches over the tape on the boombox because that's where we are now. children watching this, that was real technology. That was real. You can Google that. That's for you.
It used magnets.
It's
That's
EPM
true.
on one
Oh
side,
yeah.
and then like nature sounds or like thunderstorms on
Yes.
the other.
That's it. He switches it over to just some like really like chill like beach sounds. And he's like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little wolfies. Go to sleep. Quad that means you stop doing squats right now. And it goes on like this for a little while until everybody has lulled off to sleep. Between the four of you, are you trying to split this up in any way? Sleep-wise?
What do you mean?
Watches.
Yeah, if
Oh,
anyone wants to take
oh.
watches. You see Big Dad Wolf comes up to you as everybody's like falling asleep and is like, I'm gonna be up. I don't need to sleep tonight. So if you all need your rest, you take it.
It's cool. I don't really sleep, so like I'll be up as well. What's the most advantageous place in this room that's still contained by the wards? Is there like a corner, like on top of the couch or something that I could be in? It's kind of sort of like looking over like Snoopy or something.
He looks at you and is like, yeah, you can be on top of the couch if you want. I can get you a chair.
Oh no, it's totally good. And Pinocchio will like walk over to the couch and like stand on the top corner of it, like in with his like butt and back into the corner of the wall and just
Honestly, I think Bob is gonna grab. It still has chest, and is probably gonna grab Trad too, as long as Trad is okay with it, and go like curl up in that corner of the couch right under Pinocchio and fall asleep there.
Aww.
So that's absolutely great with Trad. In fact, Trad was gonna ask Bob, so Bob, when I'm feeling really bad, I found that my little hay pile and your sheep tends to really revive me. Do you think there's any way I could go in there?
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
Oh, thanks, Bob. You're just the best.
wait. The last time one of us went to the sheep, they didn't come out so fine.
Oh wait, that's right. Good call, Pinocchio. So, Trad, I wanna say that's okay, but somebody was able to mess with my vessel, and I don't want to risk something happening to you.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point, Bob. I do you
Here,
think
let me
that
do
I could-
this, and then I think what I do is I with Trad in my hand, I pop into the vessel real quick, and I grab Trad's little hay pile, and I bring it back out of the vessel with Trad and set it up like in the corner of the couch.
That's so cute.
Gorgeous.
So cute. I think oh sorry. Real quick. I think Rad I wanna have a little wee moment with my bro and just make sure he's actually good to stay up all night. Cause like I know things have been rough. You sure you good?
You talking to Big Dad?
Big Dad.
Um, he looks at you. Everybody else is like asleep now, and he like you see like leans forward a little bit, starts slouching. Is like, all right, yeah, I'll be good to stay up. Definitely. Can't say it's not a little stressful out here.
Sounds like it. Cause like Pinocchio really doesn't actually like he's gonna be like that truly all night. He's fully aware right now. So and I can stay up too if you want some sleep. Up to you. But
No,
or
dude.
wake me up if you want a
Yeah.
nap.
All right. Well, you nap, and I'll let
Yeah.
you know. What's up, Bob?
I'm gonna go. Please do. I'm gonna go tuck the little tykes in. I'm gonna lick everybody, all the like little guys, give them on the noggin, and then I'll do the dog like 3 circles around like Bob and Trad and Pinocchio, and then snuggle up with them and then sleep.
Nice. Bob.
Amazing. I was just gonna offer. I just wanted to offer to Big Dad, if he wanted, I was gonna be like, you know, I've really got to sleep because I got bonked pretty hard with the surfboard today. But I could if you wanted. I don't know how well y'all get along, because wolves and sheeps is like the whole thing. But I could summon a couple sheep for you, which they'll hang around until dawn.
Bob, that is so kind of you. And if any sheep pop up here, I'm gonna eat them.
Okay, well let me know if you need a snack. They're not real.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Maybe for breakfast, man. Thank you so much. So everybody curls up, goes to sleep. I really appreciate this commitment to the bit, Pinocchio. Frankie's been like that for so long.
When Bob set up
Dang it.
Trad's little hay pile, I can't get over Frankie. When Bob set up Trad's little hay pile, Trad got out his little nightcap and put it on, and then just crawled onto Bob's hand and gave it a little kiss and said, "Thank you so much, Bob. This just means the world to me. I don't know how I can tell you how much I appreciate it." And then crawls under his little handkerchief.
So
No
cute.
problem, cheese boy.
Good night, cheese boys.
Good night, cheese boys.
If the sheep aren't real, are they a real snack though?
Everyone falls asleep. Big Dad is like, "Good night, cheese boys." Don't know what that means, but good night to you. And he settles into watch. Pinocchio, what is your passive perception? I'm sorry to make you break character in this way.
It's, yeah, stop. It's 15.
Great. Alrighty. Everybody naps. And I have to roll a bunch of dice. Great.
My face hurts so bad.
Oh my god.
You guys are all...
I'm so sorry.
Okay. All right. For those of you who just watched me roll dice, oh, actually, you didn't because I switched the screen over. Just kidding. None of you saw me roll any dice. Well, I rolled a bunch of dice. And everybody's asleep. Pinocchio. You have a passive perception of 15. As you are trancing, staring off into nothingness, recharging, whatever you would like to call it, you don't notice 3 things. But you do notice one thing. Right next to you, where Big Dad Wolf is sitting protectively between you and everybody else. You see right underneath him space open.
Oh.
He drops and it closes. Because the person or the thing, the ability that this is rolled so low, a natural 1, I'm going to let you roll a perception check really quick.
Big Dad.
All that dadly energy is gone?
We need Dad.
Oh, oh no.
I am a good watch. I am very good at watching. I watch the watches and the witches who watch the watches, which witch is watching which watch. I know. But this is what Pinocchio is thinking about as he rolled a natural 1.
No.
Oh.
Did he have advantage for being full of so much love?
Yeah, or because somebody was helping me, like, somebody who said that they would be up to help me if they, were up and stuff like that.
Who would be up to help you right now?
Big Dad.
Yeah, I thought I kind of
you know what?
There, so I don't remember.
You know what? Actually, do roll with advantage from Big Dad because Big Dad's gonna yell out as he.
Oh, thank
moves.
goodness.
Big Dad is not asleep.
Okay. That's 14.
Okay.
14. You see Big Dad, this space opens up underneath. It is a split second. He really doesn't have time to communicate anything. But he, like, reaches his hand up. It slips. He's trying to, like, grab onto something. What you see is him being pulled into... 14's not super high. So what you see is, like, this... It's dark here, right? So it is, like, painfully bright to look into this, like, snapshot of a void that you get. But there are, like, it's like technicolor in there. It's so hard to look at. And you see just, like, a hand, this, like, ivory hand with, like, dark nails reach out, grab him by the ankle, and, like, tug down as things close around. And that is all you are able to see. It is just about dawn, but here's what I will tell you with the rest of that perception check. The big wad wolf is gone, and the twins are gone. No. Yod and Hod.
You're messing with the littles, Doobie.
The twins are not that little. They're older than you.
Than me?
No, there's Big Dad's kids, Brad and Chad. They're here.
Yeah.
But your older brothers, Yod and Hald.
Those twins. Yes,
those
yes,
twins.
yes, yes.
Twins run in the family here.
They sure did.
But you all wake up and you see, unless Pinocchio
is full on just grabbing Ches by, like, the proverbial collar and just saying, "Tell me everything you know about the Queen. Tell me everything you know. Do they have marble hands? Do they have black nails? Tell me everything. Do they open up portals and pull people through? This is not a drill. This is an emergency. This is the opportunity for you to earn my trust. Tell me everything you know about the Queen. Please, please, please."
Pinocchio. It is so early. What?
I don't. Ches, this is an emergency. This is like an absolute time of emergency. This is the moment that I need you to be the cat that you certainly are deep in your heart. That is not the cat that I think that you are. So please help me. Tell me about the Queen.
The queen is you want to know what she looks like? She does not like me because I make fun of what she looks like. Because she could be so beautiful, and she just she does not put any effort in. Okay. She is very, like, sickly white. So super white. And her hands. So she paints her nails a whole bunch of different colors. She is a magical person. But they are, like, long and sharp. And she wears very fancy clothes. Do you need more descriptors? Do you need me to talk? What?
Wards. What does she do with wards? Does she eat them? Does she, like, erase them? Is she able to just, like, scratch them out with her nails? Can she just, like, destroy them or something? Like, what? How does she get around the wards? She gets around the wards all the time.
Pinocchio? What is a ward?
Oh geez, this is like a birds and the bees question, but for magic. When a magician loves a place a lot, they tend to put inscriptions around them to keep it safe and to keep it secret and to keep it bad people out. So they it's hollowed ground is what we call it.
Okay. So it is not a queen thing. It is more a merveille thing. So the magic in merveille is very weird, right? We are nonsense people, and we love it. It is beautiful, and it is in our souls. So the protections, we do not care about them. If you have a certain amount of magic, or if you can harness the magic of merveille, you don't wards or protections. We do not have them there. We fight, and we set up traps, booby traps. But we magical protections. They do not mean anything to Mervayans if you have a certain amount of magic. So if there were wards, or as you say, I would be able to jump right over them.
That's bad.
Okay, that would have been good to know before. Trad, Bob, Rad, assemble, Mecha Shiva. We have to come together. We have to go right now. We have to get to the Queen. This has gone on too far for too long.
Whoa,
This cat is going to take us there, and
whoa,
they're
whoa,
going to
whoa.
avoid all the booby traps, and they're going to tell us everything that they know about how to overcome the Queen. We got to do it right now.
Trad has already crawled on top of Pinocchio's head, and Trad heard Ches mention traps and is like, well, we could set up a trap for her with all the cheese that I have because I know that the traps that I fall into the most are typically ones that are set up with cheese.
I am so sorry, Trad. I love that idea, except the queen, she is lactose intolerant. And moreover, she does not even like cheese. Isn't that a little strange?
That's
I agree
messed
with
up.
Pinocchio. We have to go find her right now and take care of this problem. That's an outrage.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, first of all, we all just woke up. Second of all, where the heck is Dad? Third of all, I don't think anybody should be going anywhere without a hearty breakfast in our tummies because we just healed up and got our strength back, and we should really milk that for all it's worth and have a good, complete breakfast and then do that. Because what? That's bad. Where's Dad?
Rad, I don't
Yeah,
mean to make you mad, but
nice.
something has happened, and it makes me really sad.
Okay.
There was a portal, and a hand came and took your dad.
Not my dad. He's my brother. He is a dad. It's complicated. Remember, my dad's dead. Remember?
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to step on that toe. I know that is, really. I'm running out of rhymes here. I'm trying to be cool and trying to fit in, but it's really difficult.
You're doing great.
I'll just slant rhymes that can work. Like,
Yeah, we got a couple of those.
hey, there was a portal and a hand came and took your dad. And
Not my dad. He's. Don't worry about it. We'll explain on the way.
and the little nieces and nephews. I'm really out on a limb here. I don't know what I'm doing. We need to go. Can we eat a snack as we go? We have cheese.
Listen,
We
I
can-
want to go to the cheese caves. Like, you know how much I want to go to the cheese caves. And on top of that, I realized that my name rhymes with Brad and Chad. And Rad, you told me that, I could adopt someone, or they would adopt me as a brother. And so, look, I had really big plans for this trip. And I'm very committed to that. Maybe we can come back. I think that they have Dad. And I think that they have the twins. And I think we gotta go.
Okay.
Bob, you gotta get your notepad. You gotta write.
I've been taking notes, I promise.
You gotta go after this nomad.
You guys see Big Quad Wolf is starting to wake up. He's like, "Oh, bro, what's up? Everything good?"
So, one, two things.
Yeah.
One, Dad's gone. Two, where's your protein powder? Can we have some?
Yeah.
We gotta go.
What do you mean
I need
Dad's
them-
gone?
Well, first, I need the most nutrient dense
I'm gonna make you.
meals.
I'm gonna make you
substitute,
protein
God.
shakes. I'm
Thank
gonna
you
make
so much,
them.
bro.
Yeah, but what? He's like going and making protein shakes as he's like, what?
I don't
Don't-
know. All I know is I woke up, Pinocchio was talking way too fast. I have not had anything to eat. It's not the time, but apparently Dad's gone. There's a hand, and what, Pinocchio?
And he took the two little ones, the crawdads.
Not.
I'm trying real hard.
They got the twins, bro.
It was like a hand, like a dryad. that like reached through the portal. It was not a lad. It was not Brad. It was not Rad. It was bad. I hope that's not offensive.
It's not offensive. It's literally my brother's name, but it wasn't bad, our brother. It was bad as in it was very negative.
It was like a bad thing that happened.
Yeah. So now they got dad and they got uh Brad,
Bottom
and
line, they took a lot of the lads.
they took several lads. Maybe
Yeah.
lad. We don't know where he is.
Yeah, I think that you could all come to the conclusion that Wad, Jad, Hald, and Dad were all taken to the same place. You do not know about Lad, Zad, Fad, Grad, Zad, Vlad, or that's it. Or Bad.
Bro, they got lad.
What?
He can't fend for himself. We gotta go get him, man.
No need to cry, Pinocchio.
Quad, do you want to come with us? I mean, we could use the support.
Who are you asking?
Quad.
Quad's like, Trad, you know, in a second, I would go with you. But, and he looks at all of his brothers still, like, in varying states of asleep. And he's like, I think that it's time to double down and we gotta protect the house. So we're gonna stay here and we're gonna protect this house. No one's getting out of here.
Protect the
Also-
house. You gotta protect your neck.
Yeah. Let's fill him in about the neck thing. Also, Chess said wards doesn't matter. Don't bother. They're not gonna work. Protect the neck. What'd you say? Bite the scruff, check the neck? Screw the wards. We gotta go.
You're all handed a very nutrient-rich protein shake, and Big Quad goes, wait here 1 second, and runs into his room and then comes out with an enormous box of neck guards. Just so many. He's like, yeah, we've got these for when we, like, have scrimmages, right? And I got one for all the bros, but most of our bros are gone. So, he goes and he's like putting them on his sleeping brothers, but you all have one. You all have a neck guard that you can feel free to add to your inventory.
This is sick, bro. Thanks.
Brain freeze!
Bob, you
excuse
gotta
me,
go slow with those.
Quad, I don't mean to be rude or sound like a snob. And I'm so sorry because sometimes that happens to me. But I'm just wondering, what kind of dairy was this made with, and is there cheese in it?
It was made with this like high quality oat milk that I've got, and no cheese, because it's a protein shake.
So, okay. What you're telling me is this is dairy free?
I don't know if there's dairy in the protein powder. I don't like look at those ingredients.
Do you get the whey kind?
I get the most cool kind. So maybe
It's probably whey. It's probably got some dairy, yeah.
all right. So there's dairy in there. And
Chad does not want to be impolite, but Chad cannot drink this. He's like smelling it. He's been like testing it. He's like putting some in his mouth and then sneaking the cheese from his cheese bag.
You see, Big Quad is like, if you don't like it, I'll drink it, my dude. I just make sure that you are ready to go.
I'm so sorry. I really appreciate your hospitality.
Anyone who drank the protein shake gets 5 temp HP. I was about to say that, and you were like, I don't want it.
I wanted it, the player.
Yeah,
Chad-
respect. Hey, Ratman might have different tastes, but who knows?
I think I'm gonna be
Ratman
like,
could've
hey,
gotten into it.
Trad, can you maybe pull out like a little goat cheese from your bag of useful cheeses?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, actually, I have many different kinds of chèvre in here. I have an urban berry, and then I also have a nice cranberry nut. We also have a dried blueberry, and I do think that somewhere in here I have a mixed citrus. Here's just regular goat. Chad just sees Pinocchio in the corner.
It's like grabbing your face and just like, we don't have time.
I found regular goat cheese. Here you go.
I mix the goat cheese into Trad's smoothie.
Oh, clever, clever.
Oh,
Gross,
thank
but
you
effective.
so much. That's actually I'm gonna give you some of the chèvre with honey for that as well.
Gorgeous. You also get 5 temp HP.
And then Chad also sprinkles some pepper in there
Oh my God.
Unhinged. That's disgusting.
because after Chad
Yes.
finishes the smoothie, his nostrils are full.
And do we have Ratman once more?
Choo! Whoa! All right.
You see all the wolves go.
Find myself
"Whoa."
again. Hello.
You get like a round of applause from all of the wolves.
Oh, why, thank you. Yes, I am Radman, the Invincible. I have so many muscles.
Do the thing. Do the cape thing.
Oh, yes. And I swish my cape out and swirl it around and then present my calf onto one of the bean
What?
bags.
What?
See, Quad, that's another bro who does not skip leg day. Look at that. That's some definition.
You and me, bro. You and me.
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And I look at Rad and I'm like, did I do it right? Is that did I? Okay.
Nailed it.
Like half.
Okay. Is everybody, are all the wolves awake?
Yes.
Okay. I want to make like a family announcement real quick. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Quick news. I know Big Dad was kind of like, you know what? We're not gonna bother the little guys with this information, but I think that time has come to change that. We gotta tell everybody what we're up against. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys, bros. There's something scary out there in those woods, so we're gonna go get it. And in the meantime, we're also gonna go get back Brad, Dad, have, I'm sad. Dad, no, he's still here. You're still here. I'm just gonna rapid fire list all the ones that are missing. They have gone missing, taken by horrible purple magic. So, Quad's passing out neck guards. Put them on, keep them on. Do a tip check on checks for purple things. If you see anything purple sticking out of anybody's neck, you gotta get it out. Don't touch it. Touch it with a cloth or something, right? Yeah, okay, good. Don't leave the house. Just don't do it. We're gonna come back. We're gonna bring some cheese. We're gonna bring the party. We're gonna bring our bros back. But we gotta bounce. I love you all so much. And I miss you all. And thanks for being so sweet to my friends. I can't wait to see you guys again soon. This was the sickest fort I think this family has ever built. And okay, bring it in. We gotta go get Dad back.
They all pile on top of you.
Group hug.
Huge group
Nice
hug.
to meet you all.
Ratman. I want to give all of the littles a bunch of glow sticks.
They just start like twirling them around their fingers. Jess climbs back on top of Bob's head and is like, do not let them touch me. They look at all the hugs. But they are still big boobs. Thank you. And then leans down into Bob's ear and goes, do you know how we are getting to Marvai?
I think Pinocchio said you were gonna take us.
Do you want to use the mirrors?
Yes.
Yes, let's go get the mirrors. Excuse me, big wolves. Do you have a mirror somewhere in this house? And you see Big Quad Wolf is like, yeah, we got mirrors. And all of the other wolves are like trotting down the hall right behind you. They lead you down into Big Quad's room, who has a huge like body length mirror so that he can make sure that he's flexing the right muscles while he's doing all of the work. And Chess goes, "Oh, this mirror will do. Usually I use smaller ones because I am a small little cat. But I do have large friends this time around. Ratman, you return. We go through the mirror."
I don't know these large friends you're talking about, Chess, but I think that, this mirror will be just fine. And Ratman turns to the wolves and says, "We will be back, as many of you and I have yet to become brothers."
They all go, "Goodbye, Robin!" And Chess jumps off of Bob's head and leaps into the mirror.
That's so sick.
I guess.
I think I would probably grabbing Chess before Chess can be completely gone.
You grab his
To
tail.
be like, are we going? We're going with you.
Yes, we go through the mirror.
Sorry. I'm reaching back to grab my cheese boy's hands.
Cheese boys?
Cheese boys! I want to be last in the chain, and I want to have a moment real quick with Quad. Just take him by his big, meaty neck. Just, Quad, you are the next oldest, I think. I can't keep track anymore. Anyway, you're for sure the biggest. That puppy pile was real light when I got here. I don't want it to be any lighter than it was when I get back, okay?
You got it.
Keep this family together.
We're gonna keep this family together, yeah.
Yeah, okay?
Huge hug.
Huge hug. Okay, here's like a bunch of glow sticks.
You got it. Be careful out
Really
there.
looking so swole. That protein shake was delicious. I love you, man. Okay, bye. Cheese boys!
Before Ratman jumps in the mirror, he turns to Quad and is like, "Oh, I almost forgot. So when I'm in this form, actually I do use more protein, and it's from all these pumpkin seeds I have." And he just like takes out a giant bag of pumpkin seeds and forces them into Quad's hands.
You're a real one. You're a real one, Ratman. You guys be careful out there.
More, man.
You all be careful, okay?
You be careful, bro.
You be careful, bro. Who is at the front of this line?
Bob, right?
Cool. Bob, you go to jump in?
Yeah, I'm with Chess. I never let go. I'm with Chess, and I'm holding on to my boy's hand too. I'm going. I got.
You go to step in behind Chess, and the mirror becomes really solid, and you like thunk your head, and Chess turns around and goes, "Ah, ha, 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 ha. Tricky cat." And then you all go through the mirror. And you all disappear into the mirror. The mirror is a strange dimension. Everything is reflective. All these like crazy colors bouncing around everywhere. You have to like grip onto each other to not lose track as Chess like maneuvers you through this crazy mirror maze, and you all fall from a mirror that now seems about 50 feet above the ground, and I need everybody to make a dexterity save.
Woo!
Is it something? Can I see
You
things?
can see it for sure.
Okay.
Advantage, baby.
That is a mod 21.
Woo!
It's 17.
Gorgeous.
Dirty 20, please.
Dirty 20. How we doing, Bob?
That's a 13, but I'm wondering if I can make myself fly before I hit the ground.
Yeah,
Ah.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Clever girl.
You all manage to catch yourselves as you fall, and it's not actually 50 feet from the vantage that you were at. It looked really, really tall. It was only like 10. And Chess like tumbles out ahead of you and goes, "Ha ha 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 ha! Tricky cat! Welcome to still so small.
I
Land
love him.
just as wild. Chess lands on 2 feet and does like little jazz hands with his paws and goes, welcome to Marvai. And you all look out at this vast expanse of insanity. This behind me. These like strange like rainbow colors everywhere. It's almost painful to look at. There's like a huge castle out in the distance, big mountains that are like, one is made of all grass and the next one is sand and the one after that is like ice. These like changing, shifting mountains off in the distance. And behind you, an enormous forest made entirely of technicolor mushrooms. And a thin little silver river running down the middle. And I think that's where we're going to leave off for today as we land in Marvai.
Yubi!
Hey!
15 more minutes, Doobie.
Yeah,
that's
truly.
You are... When I tell you that these people are worse than the children that I work with, I mean it. You're right. We have 15 minutes left, so if you want to explore for 15 minutes, you absolutely may, friends.
I want to respect what you want to do as the DM.
Yeah. You're the storyteller. It's a beautiful ending to this session.
That's fine.
Okay. Well, next time that we are here, we are going to explore Mervai. I don't have the makeup for Mervai right now, you guys. This is not the look.
That's super fair.
It is.
Such a good wolf look.
Dude.
Y'all.
Can't handle it. Shout out, as always, to Zen Maps for letting us use these super cool maps. Shout out to Steve Peterson for these sick borders that we've been using. And shout out to Soph for this sick Land of Tales banner that you created.
That's me.
So wildly appreciative to be working with all these incredible artists and performers. We only have 2 left after this. So meet us up in Mervai as Chess shows us around the wacky, zany world of Wonderland. See you all next week. Everybody say bye.